Most of us know that if there's one thing in our lives that runs our lives on a daily basis, it's our beliefs. Whatever our beliefs are about politics, our body, our capacity to love, whatever our beliefs are about money, whatever our beliefs are about the career world and the economy, whatever we believe is our reality. It's really, really powerful. And along with that, many people have a tendency to believe that beliefs are really difficult to shake, to shatter, to change. Hi, I'm David Essel. I wanted to share with you a story that I shared in my book, Slow Down, the Fastest Way to Get Everything You Want, about Gandhi, the great, amazing teacher, leader, spiritual guru, so many different titles we can give to him, right? And I'm going to tell you the story because it's important for us to know that at any given time in life we can change our beliefs. There are people that instantaneously one day were struggling with some kind of an addiction, and through their own process the next day they awoken to realize they didn't need that substance, thought, or behavior anymore, and they did it through a process. Some people that had a belief that it's going to be very difficult to make money in this world, in the job they're in, with the economy they're in, awoken one day to realize that that was a belief that wasn't serving them, and they let it go, just like that. There are many people to this day that have beliefs that their former partner, their former husband, wife, lover is still the cause of their pain to this day. And they can decide to carry that as long as they want, or they can awaken one day and realize that that's a belief I need to let go of. And when they do, instantly, their life becomes more peaceful. That's how powerful beliefs are. Beliefs can keep us stuck in the past. They can keep us stuck in addiction. They can keep us stuck making a certain income. Or if we shatter the belief, they can bring us to a whole new level of existence. So the story I remember is that they were interviewing Gandhi, and he had this is early on in his stage of helping the Indian people to reclaim India to themselves. And he was being interviewed by a new writer for a newspaper, and the young man was asking him these questions about his revolution, if you will, and how he was going to help India and Indians reclaim from the British rule their country. And he gave them the answers to the three questions that the journalist was proposing. So they went and published the paper, and it was a huge hit, and it sold all these copies. So the editor said to the young writer, now go back next week and interview Mr. Gandhi again and ask him a new set of questions. And as the story goes, the young writer says to the editor, well, how do I start off this interview? How do I get him going? And he said, oh, easy. Start off with the three questions that you asked him for the last article, and then go ahead from there into your new questions. So the young writer went and sat down, and Gandhi was supposedly very, very, calm and sitting in a peaceful place, and he asked the first question, and Gandhi gave him the exact opposite answer he had given him a number of weeks before. And the writer was a little befuddled, but he asked the next question, and Gandhi gave him again the exact opposite answer from what he had given him weeks before. So now the young writer was getting really flustered, and he asked the third question, and Gandhi once again gave him the direct opposite answer than he had just a number of weeks before. And so he was sitting there, must have been shaking or nervous or something, and Gandhi said, are you okay? Is there something that I can help you with? You look a little disturbed. And the young writer said, yes, I am. I asked you these three questions, and you gave me the exact opposite answer that you did the weeks before that was published in the paper. And supposedly Gandhi smiled and said, yes, I've learned much in 3 weeks. Isn't that a great story? So I want to ask you today to evaluate your own belief systems. And how do we evaluate belief systems is that we look at what's the result in our lives. So if we're struggling with money, if we're struggling in love relationships, if we're struggling in a career, if we're struggling with some health issues that continue to come back, if we're struggling with an addiction that continues to return, underlying the struggle is probably a belief system that we may not be worthy of, whatever it is that we're struggling with. That when it comes to money, I've had so many people say, well, if money is the root of all evil, right? A misquoted statement from the Bible, but they'll say that, or they'll say, if you want to make money in this economy, you have to actually lie and cheat, and so they have these beliefs that need to be altered. And once you look at the area of your life that you're struggling in with money, your body, maybe it's really difficult losing weight, or maybe it's difficult holding on to a relationship, or maybe you stayed in a relationship for years and years and years that's really unhealthy. So the first thing we do is we look at the area of your life that isn't working for you. And then the next thing we do is we look underneath it and say, what could the beliefs be that would keep us in this trench, that would keep the anchors on our back, that would keep us stuck in this pattern that isn't working? And when we find the beliefs that are often linked to a past story someone told us, like people that have a lot of money are always filthy rich, right? They're incredibly greedy and they're stingy and they're not nice. Well, if we have those belief systems, we're not going to want to make a lot of money. And we can find out, we might think about love, and we look back and our first experience with love was watching a mom and dad that didn't exhibit any type of physical touch. Or maybe they never communicated, or maybe they argued all the time. So when we look back and see what our role models were early in life, we can go, oh my gosh, that's where I have that belief system from. And if you want to do the work and do the processing and do the writing that we teach, you're able to look at what Gandhi did and say, holy cow, it's possible. For 30 years I had these beliefs, or for 3 weeks I had these beliefs, and overnight my beliefs have changed. And when we stay congruent with those new beliefs, our outside physical world will change as well. If I can help you in any way whatsoever, visit us at talkdavid.com. We have all kinds of information on the site, free information, and send me an email. I'd love to work with you on changing your beliefs as well. Gandhi's story is powerful, and the same can happen to you and myself. And also, don't forget to sign up for the Super Slowdown account here on YouTube, so all these videos are sent directly to your account. And if you know people that are struggling in life with their beliefs, which is apparent by their struggle in the outside world, send them this video. Let them know that there is hope and that we can change our belief systems, okay? I'm David Essel, wishing you an amazing day. Bye-bye.